Hey guys, it's Heather from Kell, Happy Planner, and today I am here to talk about how I store these accessory packs. I have several of them, and I have found that if I leave them in the pack like this, that I never reach for them. I just forget about them. It's kind of a pain to flip through these and I just don't like that they're all together. If you like that they're all together, then you do you and keep it that way, but I hate it. So the first thing I do is I take a pair of scissors and I cut off right here. I cut off the sticky notes and the accessory cards. And then here is when you can make another choice for yourself. You might choose to leave your stickers together in a little half book, which is totally fine if that's what you want to choose to do. Or what I have done is I have put them on a set of discs. You could see that these discs are pretty full, so I may actually need to move to some bigger discs, which I do have some that are even bigger, but they're not made by the Happy Planner. They're made by a different company, and they don't have hearts in the middle. I think they're tool discs, but they're really, really big. And so I may switch to those just so that I can fit more stickers. But I'll show you guys kind of how I do that. And then I'm also going to show you guys what I do with this today. So let's get started. I do want to say that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 of these pads already on these big discs. And so this will be pack number 10. So you could fit several packs on the expander discs. And then what I do with these, let's talk about what I do with these cards first. If I leave these cards on this, I'm pretty much never going to use them because I just forget that they're there. So what I did was I took a half sheet notebook. A lot of us have these now that the Happy Planner just came out with a ton and we love them. And I knew that I wanted to use them. Now, these have 3 holes on them, so technically they fit. You could fit 3 on the 9 discs. The only thing is they are a little too big, so you kind of have to overlap them. So what I do is I put one here, and again, this is getting pretty full, so I'm going to put this on this side. But you have to overlap them as you put them down. So you put one there, one here, and one here. And then you keep layering it like that. And it will make it thicker in these 2 spots because of how you're layering it, but it still closes and it's still pretty easy to flip through. And I have already found that I'm using these and grabbing for these a lot more now that I could flip through them. Now, one thing I might end up doing is I may end up going back through and categorizing these, because right now they're just kind of hodgepodged in here. But there's a lot that are weekly to-dos or top 3 things for the week. There's some that are grocery lists. There's some that are chores. There's some that are just decorative. And so it would kind of be nice to have them. Some of them are just like note sheets like this one. So it would be kind of nice to have them laid out like in your notebook with similar cards, so that like if you're looking for a grocery list, you can flip to your grocery list section and see them all. So that is an option if you wanted it to be an option. Okay, so I pulled all of them off, put them on my discs. These discs are getting full, but it still fits for now. You can see it's a little bit thicker, especially right here. I don't know why it's so much thicker there than it is in other spots, but it is. And so that's just something, that happens. But I love that I can now pretty much sit here and flip through this and see all of my cards. And I think that that is really working well for me. So that's what I do with the cards. And then what I do with the sticky notes is I took a dashboard. We have a lot of these. I'm sure you have a lot. If you have been planning for a while, you've probably been collecting them. And they're plastic dashboards. And I use these dashboards. You'll see them throughout my planner. I use them to block off the different sections. You'll see them throughout of my planner. But I have it in the front for sticky notes, because I have also found that if there's just a few sticky notes like this is going to get lost and I'm never going to reach for it. So if I want to use it, I need to put it in my planner. So I basically took a Tombow adhesive tape runner and I taped these onto the card, and then I put it at the front of my planner so that my sticky notes are there. Now you can see this one is full, so I can't put any more on there, but I have tons of other sticky notes, and so I'm thinking about just either making another one or filling up the back of this one. I haven't decided. I feel like it might be pretty thick if I put it on the back. I haven't really decided, but for now I'm just gonna stick this. I have a bucket right here next to my desk full of sticky notes. I have way too many sticky notes. And so for now, I'm just going to stick that in the sticky note section. But that is what I did with all of the ones from these packs that I've already broken up. And I put them at the front of my planner. So super easy. I think I might even have a YouTube video where I did this a while ago, but I basically just peeled the sticky notes off and then used the Tombow tape runner to tape them down. And now they're at the front of my planner and it's perfect. I love it. So then what I did next was these are just some half sheets that I knew I wouldn't be using. I have so much notebook paper, it's crazy. And what I did was I then took these stickers and I used a Tombow tape runner and I put some tape down and then I lined it up like so and I cut it. Now, you don't just, if you then take your next sheet and sorry, I didn't cut that very straight. If you take your next sheet and you just lay it down here, these are not going to line up with the punches the right way, and so it's going to hang a little bit. So what I suggest doing is once you have a card on here, line up your punches like so. You'll see that the one that's underneath is like slightly longer. It's like barely a thing, but it will poke out, and that bothers me. So I trim it off, and then I trim it here. And then I've taken two sheets from one of these. This is a classic size. I've used one of these, but I've got two sheets from it. And that will hold 4 stickers, because then on the back, and I'm using these Tombow tape runners lately. I'm using them up. Sorry, you get to see me change out my tape runner. It's pretty easy. You just buy some refills, keep them on hand. You keep the blue part, and then you just pop it on, and you're good to go. Okay, and so then I'm going to take this second sheet and lay it down like so, okay? Then I already have this one cut, so again, I can take it lay this like so. Tear off the next page and lay it like so. So I have 2 already done. Now, you'll notice that on my discs, I have these little tabs that tell me the sticker book that it came from. And so I got those. These were on some sheets in different teacher sticker books, and I knew I was going to be using a lot, so I just pulled the sheet out of the book. And so then the name of this book is Planner Girl. So here I'm just going to write Planner Girl on the tab. And then I'm going to peel that off. And it needs to go on the top. So then I put this on here so that I line up this where I want it to go. And then you kind of have to be a little bit careful, because if you put this too far over, you're putting it on top of the sticker. So you want to be sure that you're lining it up outside of where the sticker is cut. Okay, and then you just flip it over, and again, you want to make sure that it's lined up outside of where the sticker is cut. And then you just press it down. And then you have a tab on the first sheet. Okay? And so then, if I flip this around, I was using some other sheets when I first started, but I used them all. That's why some are pink and some are green. And so then I could just take this, pop it on the discs, and then I would keep making those until I'm done with the whole book, and I'd put them on here. And then I've just been keeping this in a little basket that's over on the side of my desk. So that is what I'm doing to store these accessory kits. I find that I reach for the pieces way more because now when I need stickers, I can reach here. When I need sticky notes, I know to reach for this. And when I need, when I need a little card, I know to reach for this. And so it's really worked well for me, and I kind of love it. I know that now it's in 3 different places, but it's grouped by category so that when I'm looking for something, I know where to look. So that is how I'm storing these accessory cards. I hope this idea gives you maybe some new ideas on how you can store your accessories. And if you like this video, I hope you hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button, and happy planning.